in my text box, I have my different types of cookies as well as the price. So first I'm going to press my cursor in between the food and the dollar sign. I'm going to go to Type, Insert Special Character, Other, and a right tab indent. So that means automatically whatever is on the right side will go to the right edge of the page. Now for the rest of these, I can use the keyboard shortcut below, Shift Tab. So again, the first one I set up manually, and after that I can just click Shift and Tab in between all of these, and next we'll go in and add the dot leaders. So next we're going to highlight all these, and we want to add a new paragraph style. I'm going to click plus. I'm going to name the paragraph style dot leaders for prices. I'm going to go down to my tab section, and we've already have our tab set up over here. So in this case, I can just kind of click anywhere in this area and just make sure we have that little blue arrow there. And then here is where I can add my dot leader, a period. I can click OK. With all of that selected, boom, we have dots all the way there. And then what's great about that is then if you have to move or adjust your bounding box or the size of the menu, all of that adjusts with it. Okay, so maybe I want to add a border around this. So I can go into my paragraph styles. I can go down to paragraph border. I can choose a border. Over here I can choose a type, a wavy, dotted. Actually, I think dotted might be a little bit too busy with all of the other leaders in there. And remember here, this is way too close. So in that case, I'm going to adjust the offset. So that way I can still have a border, but it's going to be around the edges to make it a little bit more professional. So I made my Creative Cloud library on the side, and now I'm going to go ahead, click and drag all of my cookie images over here, so that way the graphics will be a little bit easier to use and find. Now I can just click and drag and insert my graphics. Next, I want to change this image so the girl is facing to the right. So if I go over here to flip sometimes, that may not work. So in that case, I need to make sure that I set the reference point to the middle, so that way the image in the frame doesn't move, but just the direction does. Next, we want to convert all three of these shapes into a circle. So now we're going to go to Object, Convert Shape, and we're going to choose Ellipse or Circle. Then finally, we can add a quick object style to our design. So I went to Object Style, I added a drop shadow, a bevel, and if I wanted to, I could also go over here and click a stroke. Then I simply select the rest of mine, and I apply the same object style. And finally, the best way to adjust our spaces is not to hit Enter, but delete, and then if we need to, we can select our title, and then just add some spacing underneath. So over here on the right, this is my space after. So I can increase that a little bit, and so that way I can adjust it a little bit, but it's not like a hard return. Also, don't forget your leading. If you need to increase your line spacing, that is our leading, and that is over here in our character panel. Right here, this is our leading. So thanks for listening. Hopefully you'll be able to make a great menu and be hungry for 100.